this is a deck list for the Galaxy Photon deck. So let's begin. For the cards, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon is first, then 2 Photon Trashers. Technically I want to run 3, but we're going with 2. This is like kind of the free-to-play version. I have 2. 3 Photon Advancers. A really good card. I'll explain the combo later. 1 Photon Vanisher. 3 Photon Crushers. 2 Photon Lizards. 3 Photon Stream of Destruction. So I'll explain the combos and then you'll see. 1 Forbidden Lance. 1 Cosmic Cyclone. 2 Hey Trunades. Photon Lead. Eventually I will get rid of this card, but it's in there for now. So we have a Photon Patrioperative. If that's in case your opponent are low life points, you can use the effects. 1 Gigabit. Okay. We have number 91 Thunderspark Dragon. 1 number 39 Utopia. 1 number C39 Utopia Ray or Chaos 39. Then we have supposed to be 2, but I'm not at level 30 yet, so 1 Starleech Lord Galaxion. 1 number 44 Sky Pegasus. Okay, that was the extra deck. That was the main deck. Now let's get through the main combo. So let's see. There's a huge chance you can get bricked in this deck because you have so many spells that are useless if you go first. So basically, it's kind of luck. This is kind of the free-to-play version, so there's always room for improvement with this deck. So let's begin with the combo. If you start off with Photon Trasher, Vanisher, and a few other spells such as Cosmic Cyclone or Photon Stream of Destruction, that's good. First, you special summon Photon Trasher if you control no monsters on the field, which is very likely if you're starting with the first turn or second turn. This deck really works with both turns. So, special summon Photon Trasher, then special summon Photon Vanisher, because if you control a Photon or Galaxy, you can special summon this card, which is pretty much every card in the deck, of course. So, then, when you special summon it, add Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon to your hand. And now you may say, okay, I get it. Then you special summon it by tributing 2 monsters. No. Actually, what you do, first you summon into Starleech Lord Galaxion. You first summon to this. If you go first, play in defense position. If you go second, play in attack position because it's very likely you'll win that turn. Oh, and then you use the skill Galaxy Photon to go return 1 Galaxy or Photon to add a Galaxy Photon spell or trap. So you return a monster or spell or trap card. It has to be Galaxy Photon in the name. So then you return Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon into your deck. You go add a Photon Stream of Destruction. One Photon Stream of Destruction is good. If you start off with another one, that's better. Start off with 2 in your hand, you add that one. You have 3 copies. That's insane. So then you use the effect of Starleech Lord Galaxion. Discard both overlay units, both of them. The special summon Galaxy Eyes from your deck, which is, since you just sent it into your deck, you just special summon it. It's very unlikely you'll be using the other, so it's very unlikely you'll be just using 1 overlay unit. You'll probably be using both of them. Then, what you do, if you're going first, select the Photon Stream of Destruction Zone. If you go second, what you do first, you actually play Hey Trunade. In case your opponent sets some face down cards, which is very likely in competitive, you play Hey Trunade before you play any cards on the field. So it's very unlikely it will trigger anything. So play Hey Trune first. Bye bye back row. Then, just like what I explained, you start with like 2 photon stream destructions. Your opponent will very likely have 2 very strong boss monsters. Blue Eyes, for example, you very often will have 2 Blue Eyes on the field. So, what you do, play both of the photon stream destructions. Bye bye Blue Eyes or whatever or any card on the field. It doesn't have to be monsters. It could be yours. It could be your opponent's. It could be any card on the field, which is super powerful. Because before I actually figured out this combo, I thought Photon Stream Destruction was actually bad because you need to have Galaxy Eyes, but it's actually a really good card in the deck. In case you don't start off with the God combo with Vanisher or Thrasher, for everyone like you get Vanisher, it's a very good idea that you should actually have another copy of it. I don't. So basically, if you start off with Photon Lizard, unless you brick, you use Photon Lizard's effect. Sadly, that will waste your normal summon to tribute the card, to go add a Photon Thrasher to your hand, or if you start off with an Advancer in your hand, you would first play Photon Lizard, then special summon Photon Advancer. If you control a Photon, it's kind of like Vanisher, you can special summon it to the field. So basically, you special summon this, then use Photon Lizard's effect to go play Photon Photon Vanisher. Then you get it. Then, just like before, effect, add, exceed summon. Then you use your skill to go return Galaxy Eyes, Photon Dragon, or Photon Stream Destruction, and boom, just like that. And in case you want for like a Crusher and a Lizard or something, and no Advancer or Vanisher, and you start off like a Photon Lead, or you start off with 2 Photon Crushers, you will first play Photon Lizard, go add a Thrasher to your hand, you special summon Photon Thrasher like usual, then use your quick play spell or just spell Photon Lead to go special summon Photon Thrasher, because you can special summon a level 4 lower light from your hand. So, Photon Crusher is one of the same, but Star Lord Galaxion, and then so on. So basically, in the main deck, the main goal is by the end of your turn, or at the least when you're about to battle, the field should be like pretty much empty. Your opponent's field should pretty much be empty. That's the main point of the deck.